We are sitting inside of the all-new Nissan Armada. Here is the outside of the Armada. As you can see, the proportions look very similar to the last generation, but the front end is completely new. You have this crazy LED headlights, and when you look at the back end is completely new as well. And I actually really like the design, even with the light bar that's basically trending in all automakers now. And another thing that's trending is the name on the sides and these gigantic 22-inch rims. Now, when you're sitting in the inside of the Armada, you're gonna notice it's very similar to the QX80. That's obviously because the QX80 shares the same platform with the Armada, but there's a few differences in here that does make this unique. Let me show you. What is different is the center console area. The design looks similar to the QX80, but there are actual physical switches, which I personally do prefer over the touch sensitive buttons that every auto manufacturer is getting nowadays. But these physical switches here are different for the Armada, and you do have the same shifter that the QX80 comes with. You even have some extra storage in here, such as wireless charging, cup holders, even this nice cover that does make it really nice. I apologize for my water bottle there. It does make it really pretty. And another thing, the storage in terms of the center console area is not the biggest. However, you have some extra storage here in the center, and even then you have some storage here on the door, which is not really that massive. Honestly, some of the other manufacturers like the Tahoes or even Expeditions are a little bit bigger. But I mean, this interior comparing to the last generation is a huge improvement, even the panoramic roof. And when you're sitting in the back, obviously there's a lot of space. You even have a third row, which actually can fit adults quite comfortably back there. And this panoramic roof is humongous, and the view that you get around this vehicle is really good. Even the blind spots in here, excluding the back of the third row over there, it's actually really good. And the driving position is so much better. It does sit pretty high up like the last generation Armada, but it feels a little bit more comfortable. And one giant perk of the Armada comparing to the Sequoia, comparing Japanese SUVs here, you have a completely flat floor, so this does technically make it a little bit more practical than the Sequoia, and you still even have storage right underneath. And this is going to obviously benefit with a lot of headroom, including fitting some extra goodies if you need to put all the seats down. So comparing to the Sequoia, this is technically more practical. And even then, you have a wiper that's built in the inside of the spoiler to make it very flush on the inside. Now, a couple of downsides with this vehicle. Starting price is at $56,000, which it's not insane like some other vehicles, but it's very expensive. Another thing about this truck, even though this has a twin turbo V6 now, fuel mileage is still 16